budgets. Now, as the head of operations, you get to review the plan made by the head of marketing and strategy in terms of the number of products that they would like to sell. So if you take a look at this particular column, to be sold estimated gives you the set of values that the head of operations and the head of marketing and head of strategy intended to sell. Now you also have certain set of inventory from the previous year. So to be produced gives you an indication of the number of units that needs to be sold minus the value that you currently have in your inventory. So you could go ahead and then provide buffer, because most often than not you would have rejections in terms of your production planning, and hence you would need to set certain amount of budgets. Having determined the number of products, you would need to procure raw materials from your suppliers. You would be in a position to review your suppliers and their overall performance, their capacity, their rate, the time and quality in which they would supply from your reference tab, and go ahead and then enter buffer percentages if you want to, or else you could give it a pass. Now you would need to select from the set of suppliers that you have, and each of the suppliers, the unit cost of the raw materials that they supply would be different from one another. So you would need to go ahead and then choose. So I intend to procure 100% from these suppliers in this combination, and the overall raw material cost gets computed. Once you have selected the raw materials and the number of products, you also have the option to augment your capacity by buying more machinery, by installing more plants, and by commissioning more warehouses as well. So at this point in time, I choose to commission another plant, Southtown, and augment my existing plant with a certain set of machines, and also buy one more warehouse for future needs. So once I've done this, I would go ahead and then review my budget in the budget summary section, and add budgets, buffer percentage if required, and then click on submit for my entire plan to be reviewed by the finance team.